Hi, and welcome to another interview with our KetoLadies speakers. Today is slightly different because I won't be asking the usual questions that are difficult but hard because she's already done them. Franziska Spritzler, low-carb dietitian, is with me today from the other side of the world, which is fantastic.
Yes. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thanks.
So this interview is different because you were already with us for LCU17, both, well, I guess as a guest as well, but absolutely as a speaker. And I just wanted to get a little bit of like your thoughts and impressions of the event. So I will ask you a couple of questions and you're free to answer both ways, both negative or positive. I'm not paying you for this, so you can be completely honest.
That's the only way I know how to be, so I'll do
Awesome. All right. What did you think of LCU17?
In all honesty, I thought it was an amazing event. The best low-carb conference I've ever been to, and I've been to many, both as a speaker and as an attendee. It was absolutely beautiful, so well done, and such an amazing atmosphere where everyone felt that they could speak with the speakers as well as other guests in such a very comfortable and inviting way. There was, no egos, there was no sponsorship, which was one of my very favorite things. Absolutely no sponsorship, which, if you've been to low carb or keto conferences, there's usually quite a bit. None of that. It was all about learning how to live a healthy life, learning from others, and enjoying, well, I think you're going to ask me about the food, but the food is beyond belief. It was just absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to go back in just a little over a month.
I know. I can't wait to see you there and give you a great big hug for all those wonderful words, if nothing else.
Well, they're from the heart. I mean it 100%. Absolutely.
Awesome. So what did you think of the concept? Because what we're doing is basically mixing lectures with workshops, and we're going to keep that concept for KetoLadies as well. What did you think of that? Was that all right? Was it appreciated by others that you heard of? Because people are always going to tell me that, yes, everything is great. And then behind my back, tell the real stories.
No, this was fantastic. And again, I just want to emphasize to anyone watching, this was your first event that you and Bita had ever done. And it came off so well. That concept, I'm not sure if you came up with it together or one of you did, but whoever did, it was fantastic because usually with the lectures, you're given a few minutes to ask questions at the end. And there's usually a line of people who have questions, and maybe some people don't feel comfortable standing up to ask these questions. In the workshops, you explore the topics in greater detail, but in still a very kind of casual and informal way where people can ask questions about anything that they heard in your lecture or new things that you're presenting in the workshop. And I loved it. I enjoyed my lecture so much because it was very interactive and people got to really ask anything that they had concerns or questions about. Because when you're giving a talk, you try to address what they want, but you're not 100% sure if, and there's different levels of understanding. Some people have been doing low carb or keto for years, and other people have been doing it very, very short period of time, and some others may not have even started. So there's going to be all different levels of, knowledge, and I just want to be able to address everything that anybody who's attending wants to know.
Awesome. That's really awesome. And yeah, no, I can definitely relate to the whole line of questions of people at the end of a presentation. You're like, okay, I have like 3 minutes.
Exactly. It's like, oh no, we've got to cut you short. Maybe you can ask at this time, but this is actually a time. Plus, of course, if anybody does want to come up to you at any other time, all the speakers are available, for just very casual questioning. We love it, actually. We really want to know what people are interested in and how they felt about, anything that we said in our talk. It's just one big happy family, low carb keto family. It was an international family from around the world, people traveling from everywhere. It was fantastic to see so many people. It was held in Europe, but people were coming from the US and South America and Oman and all different areas of the world. It was fantastic. Really,
we had a really wide geographic span, I think, from you in California to the doctor who joined us from Oman, and we had everything in between, and it was just goosebumps worthy. But this interview is not about my opinion, so.
But I share it with you. It's exactly how I felt. Absolutely.
So we already touched upon the atmosphere, but do you have any other thoughts regarding that?
Just that it was, would this also be just the accommodations that you're talking about? How beautiful the hotel was?
We can take that straight away. That's cool.
The hotel was, it's not just a hotel, it's like a luxury spa. The atmosphere is very, very relaxing. So you're going to learn, but you're also going to relax and unwind. You have the most beautiful views around from everyone, from their bedrooms and every place in the hotel. So wherever you're looking out, it's just gorgeous scenery. The inside is beautiful. The food, which I mentioned, I know I keep getting back to that, but this is a keto conference, so the food, you want it to be delicious and healthy, and it surpassed my expectations. Amazing, amazing job. And very, very helpful and accommodating staff for any needs.
Yes, they are 5-star staff for sure.
They are fantastic.
So let's get into the food. What was the food like?
The food was so delicious. I can't even tell you. I again, been to many, many conferences, and they try to do the best they can. But this was a chef that actually prepared low-carb keto foods, very whole foods based. So, and no artificial sweeteners, no artificial anything, grain-free, gluten-free. And it was so amazingly delicious. I've never heard anyone rave about the food so much. My personal story is that my husband came with me, and he's low carb at home, but when we go out, sometimes he'll order the carbs, often, well, maybe at least once a week when we go out, he'll order some carbs. He loved the food so much at this event. He and also learning about low carb, that he has been low carb keto 100% since returning. The food convinced him that low carb food, all the time is possible. You can be happy and not miss the other things. And I've been low carb for a long time. I wasn't able to convince him of that on my own. For me, this is a huge win. For him, it's a huge win for his health. And yes, so that's a big story for me. He's 100% on board with keto. Some of it came from Dr. Westman too, who was kind of encouraging him, like, just go all the way. You do it already, like 90%, just go all the way. And he has. So thank you very much.
Awesome. You're welcome. That is so awesome. And because at some events that I've been to, at least personally, the evenings are always this like little gray zone at events, and you're like, oh, what should I do? And all of these things. What did people get up to in the evenings?
Okay, so I'm speaking as not really an evening person, but for this event, I actually did end up staying up after dinner, which was, everyone's socializing at dinner, a nice leisurely dinner. A lot of people would go down into, what were you calling, where they had these wonderful
cozy corner.
Cozy corner. These wonderful couch, lots of comfortable couches that could seat many, many people. Mm-hmm. And we all just kind of sat down there and talked and relaxed. You could have a drink. You could go out and take a walk if you, nothing was planned, but everyone tended to congregate down there in the cozy corner. And it was just a really lovely atmosphere. And you could stay as long as you wanted, or, if you're feeling tired, go up a little bit earlier. It was perfect. I liked that there was a lot of downtime at this conference. In the afternoons, you mentioned the workshops, and those are optional. Most people did go to at least one, but I believe that there are 3 little sections. And some people might have gone to 2, and then the other one, maybe they went and had a massage or took a walk or took a swim in the ocean. A lot of people are doing that actually. So there was a lot of time, you weren't required to be anywhere in the afternoon, and I really liked that. You could make this, fit to whatever you wanted to do. I loved it.
And that was our goal too, so I'm very happy that is appreciated. This is going to be a very leading question, but speaking of massages, was there anything, extra organized for our group in terms of spa?
I believe that we had special rates and my husband did. I didn't do a massage, but my husband did too. And he also went into the beautiful heated pool almost every day, I believe. There's a couple of pools, maybe, but there was one outside, I believe, and then one indoors. It was very relaxing with a sauna. But yes, there were spa packages, massages that you could do. Yes, as I said, if you want to be pampered while you're learning, how to live a healthier life and socializing and learning from people all over the world, there is no better event than this one. I truly, and I've been doing this for several years. It was amazing, and I couldn't believe that you were planning one so soon. And I was absolutely thrilled to be asked to speak again at KetoLadies. And thank you so much for that. Really, I'm counting the days. Yes.
Thank you for being part of all of this, and thank you for your beautiful words. My heart is actually full.
Oh, thank you.
One last question.
Yes.
What did Low Carb Universe 17 mean for you personally?
Oh boy. Well, again, for me personally, it was, I was just so honored to be part of the first low carb conference in Europe. I thought it had a real different feeling than the ones that I've been to in the US. And it just made me realize that, even though we're spread out geographically, we can all come together and share so much with each other. In such a very special way. And I believe that this, this can be done in maybe some other locations. And, again, just trying to bring people of different cultures together to show that it's a big universe out there.
Yes.
Many people with low carb, different cuisines, but we can all eat a very healthy, low carb, whole foods way, and just make the world a better planet.
Nice. Beautiful words. Well, thank you very much for your time, Franziska. And I can't wait to see you in Mallorca in March.
I can't wait either.
Yay! Bye!
Bye.